In this video, I'm exposing the 12 protein shake brands hiding contamination risks, artificial sweeteners, and chemical stabilizers behind their muscle-building promises, plus the testing that will make you question every shake you've ever bought. And here's the relief. I'll reveal the 5 brands that actually deliver clean protein without the synthetic baggage. Stay until the end, because number 1 sets the gold standard for what protein supplementation should actually be. Quest Protein Shakes, starting at number 12, Quest markets itself to fitness enthusiasts who trust the brand's protein bar reputation, but their ready-to-drink shakes tell a different story. The ingredient list includes sucralose, an artificial sweetener that emerging research links to gut microbiome disruption and metabolic changes. Some Quest flavors also contain stevia, and while more natural than sucralose, the combination creates an intensely sweet profile that can distort your taste preferences over time. What makes this particularly concerning for adults over 40 is that our metabolism naturally slows, and artificial sweeteners may interfere with the body's ability to regulate blood sugar effectively. Quest also includes functional additives like gellan gum, a bacterial fermentation product used as a thickener, and phosphate salts including sodium polyphosphate and trisodium phosphate. These phosphate compounds help preserve texture and prevent separation, but they're synthetic additions that traditional nutrition never required. The trisodium phosphate, while approved for food use, is also found in cleaning products, which should give anyone pause about consuming it daily. For people managing blood pressure or kidney function, the sodium content from these phosphate salts adds unnecessary burden. Quest positions itself as a premium fitness brand, and the protein content delivers on that promise, but the chemical complexity required to keep these shakes shelf-stable for months undermines the health halo surrounding the product. 11. Soylent Complete Protein. At number 11, Soylent represents the meal replacement trend taken to an extreme of chemical engineering. Their complete protein line includes sweeteners like allulose, which, while technically a low-calorie sugar, still provides intense sweetness that can maintain sugar cravings rather than helping you break free from them. The ingredient panel reads like a chemistry textbook with various added ingredients that differ by flavor, meaning you can't even predict what you're consuming from bottle to bottle. Soylent includes multiple functional additives serving as emulsifiers to blend the oils and gums to create texture, transforming what should be simple nutrition into a laboratory formulation. What's particularly troubling is the marketing that positions Soylent as optimized nutrition, when in reality it's optimized for shelf stability and manufacturing efficiency. The multiple oils and gums create a smooth drinking experience, but they also create digestive challenges for many consumers, especially those over 40 whose digestive systems may be less tolerant of synthetic food processing. The brand appeals to people seeking convenient nutrition, which is understandable in our busy lives, but convenience shouldn't mean consuming a dozen synthetic ingredients when simpler options exist. Soylent's meal replacement positioning means some people consume these multiple times daily, creating regular exposure to this chemical cocktail. For anyone prioritizing whole foods and minimal processing, Soylent represents the opposite end of the nutrition spectrum. 10. Equate High Performance Protein Shake. Moving to number 10, Equate is Walmart's private label protein shake, and the low price reflects low-quality ingredient choices. The ingredient information lists both sucralose and disulfame potassium, a double dose of artificial sweeteners that work synergistically to create intense sweetness while potentially doubling the metabolic concerns associated with either sweetener alone. Acesulfame potassium, also called ACE-K, contains methylene chloride, a suspected carcinogen, though the FDA maintains current levels are safe for consumption. The shake also contains carrageenan, a seaweed-derived thickener that's been the subject of controversy for years due to research suggesting it may trigger intestinal inflammation. For adults over 40 who may already experience digestive sensitivity, carrageenan represents an unnecessary risk in daily nutrition. Equate also includes cellulose gum and gel, plant-based stabilizers that prevent separation, but add fiber content that doesn't come from actual food sources. What makes private label products particularly concerning is the lack of brand accountability and limited transparency about sourcing and quality control. Equate shakes deliver protein at a budget price, which appeals to cost-conscious shoppers, but the savings come through ingredient shortcuts that compromise nutritional quality. The combination of dual artificial sweeteners, inflammatory stabilizers, and minimal transparency makes this private label option one to leave on the shelf. 9. Pure Protein ready-to-drink shakes. At number 9, Pure Protein trades on a name that suggests simplicity but delivers chemical complexity instead. Their ready-to-drink shakes include both sucralose and acesulfame potassium, continuing the troubling trend of combining multiple artificial sweeteners to achieve palatability while minimizing calories. The ingredient list also features stabilizers like gellan gum, created through bacterial fermentation of sugar, which helps maintain uniform texture during the months these shakes sit in warehouses and on store shelves. For people who grew up drinking milk-based protein from actual food sources, the synthetic nature of these stabilizers represents a fundamental departure from traditional nutrition. Pure Protein markets heavily to older adults seeking convenient protein supplementation to maintain muscle mass, which makes the artificial ingredient load particularly problematic since these consumers often drink these shakes daily or even multiple times daily. The brand's widespread availability in grocery stores and pharmacies creates a false sense of safety through familiarity, when in reality the ingredient panel deserves scrutiny. What's especially concerning is that many people choose Pure Protein specifically to support healthy aging, unaware that the artificial sweeteners and synthetic stabilizers may undermine other aspects of metabolic health. The disconnect between the Pure branding and the processed reality inside each bottle reflects the broader problem with the protein shake industry, prioritizing convenience and profit over genuine nutritional quality. 8. Boost High Protein nutritional drink. Moving into more concerning territory at number 8, Boost High Protein is manufactured by Nestlé and marketed specifically to older adults, which makes its ingredient profile particularly troubling. Unlike many protein shakes that use artificial sweeteners, Boost includes added sweeteners like glucose syrup and actual sugar, creating a high-sugar nutritional drink that can spike blood glucose levels. For adults over 40 managing or trying to prevent diabetes, the sugar content in a product marketed for health support creates a fundamental contradiction. The shake also contains stabilizers and thickeners including carrageenan and cellulose gel and gum, the same inflammatory additives found in cheaper brands. What makes Boost especially problematic is its positioning in healthcare settings, where hospitals and nursing facilities often serve it to patients and residents as nutritional support. The medical context creates an assumption of safety and quality that the ingredient list doesn't support. Boost's marketing emphasizes nutritional completeness with added vitamins and minerals, but those additions can offset the blood sugar impact of glucose syrup and sugar in the base formula. Many older adults drinking Boost do so on their doctor's recommendation for maintaining weight and protein intake, completely unaware of the sugar load they're consuming with every bottle. The combination of high sugar content, inflammatory stabilizers, and marketing that targets vulnerable populations concerned about nutrition makes Boost a particularly deceptive product in the protein shake category. 7. Muscle Milk Pro Advanced Nutrition. At number 7, Muscle Milk Pro builds on the Muscle Milk brand recognition, but adds advanced nutrition claims that don't match the ingredient reality. The formula includes both sucralose and acesulfame potassium, providing that now familiar double artificial sweetener combination that creates intense sweetness while raising metabolic concerns. Muscle Milk Pro also contains carrageenan and cellulose gum and gel stabilizers, creating the thick, creamy texture through chemical processing rather than through actual dairy richness. The Pro designation suggests superior quality designed for serious athletes, which makes the synthetic ingredient load particularly disappointing for consumers who trust the advanced nutrition positioning. What's troubling about Muscle Milk's entire product line is the way it has evolved from a relatively simple protein drink into increasingly processed formulations chasing specific market segments. The Pro version targets older adults and serious fitness enthusiasts who are willing to pay premium prices for supposedly superior nutrition, but the ingredient panel reveals the same cost-cutting artificial sweeteners and stabilizers found in budget brands. For people over 40 trying to maintain muscle mass through increased protein intake, Muscle Milk Pro represents a missed opportunity to deliver genuinely clean nutrition. The brand's visibility in gyms and health food stores creates credibility that the chemical additive load doesn't deserve. 6. SlimFast Advanced Nutrition. Coming in at number 6, SlimFast Advanced Nutrition continues a weight loss brand's evolution into the broader nutrition shake market. But the ingredient legacy remains problematic. The formula contains both sucralose and acetylsulfame potassium, maintaining the intense artificial sweetness that SlimFast shakes have relied on for decades to provide sweet flavors without calories. The product also includes multiple gums and stabilizers, with cellulose gel and gum-creating body and texture in a low-calorie formula that would otherwise feel thin and unsatisfying. What makes SlimFast particularly concerning is its long-standing marketing to women over 40 seeking weight management solutions, creating decades of loyal consumers who may not realize they're consuming these artificial ingredients daily. The advanced nutrition branding suggests evolution beyond simple diet shakes, but the artificial sweetener reliance remains unchanged from SlimFast's earliest formulations. For anyone trying to break the cycle of intense sweetness driving sugar cravings, SlimFast's artificial sweetener load works against that goal by maintaining your palate's expectation for intensely sweet foods. The brand's meal replacement positioning means some consumers drink these twice daily as breakfast and lunch substitutes, creating regular exposure to these synthetic additives. SlimFast built its reputation during an era when artificial sweeteners seemed like a magic solution for weight control. But modern research suggests this chemical approach may create more problems than it solves, especially for metabolic health in midlife and beyond. 5. Atkins Protein-Rich Shakes. At number 5, Atkins Protein-Rich Shakes emerged from the low-carb diet movement that dominated nutrition trends for years. But the formula relies heavily on synthetic processing to achieve its macronutrient profile. The ingredient listing includes both sucralose and acetylsulfame potassium, providing sweetness without the carbohydrates that the Atkins philosophy restricts. The shakes also contain multiple stabilizers and thickeners, including cellulose gel and gum and carrageenan, creating a creamy texture despite the minimal carbohydrate and fat content. What's particularly troubling about Atkins shakes is how they represent the unintended consequences of extreme macronutrient restriction, where removing natural carbohydrates and fats necessitates adding synthetic chemicals to make the product drinkable. For adults over 40 following low-carb eating patterns, Atkins shakes seem like a convenient way to maintain protein intake while controlling carbohydrates. But the artificial sweetener load may interfere with the metabolic benefits that low-carb eating is supposed to provide. Research suggests artificial sweeteners can trigger insulin responses despite containing no actual sugar, potentially undermining the blood sugar control that drives many people to choose Atkins products in the first place. The brand's legacy from the Atkins diet heyday creates trust among longtime followers. But that loyalty may be misplaced when the product requires chemical engineering to exist. The multiple stabilizers necessary to create texture in a low-fat, low-carb formula reveal how far removed these shakes are from actual food, representing nutrition created in a laboratory rather than sourced from nature. 4. Ensure Max Protein. Moving into truly problematic territory at number 4, Ensure Max Protein comes from Abbott Nutrition, a pharmaceutical company that dominates the medical nutrition market. The product information lists sucralose as an artificial sweetener, creating the same metabolic concerns we've discussed. But what's particularly troubling is the medical positioning that makes consumers assume pharmaceutical-grade quality. Ensure Max Protein also contains carrageenan and other stabilizers, including cellulose gum, the inflammatory additives that appear throughout this category, regardless of price point or medical marketing. What makes Ensure especially concerning is its use in hospitals, nursing homes, and home healthcare settings, where vulnerable populations consume it as prescribed nutrition. Many older adults drinking Ensure do so because their doctor recommended it for maintaining weight and protein intake during illness or recovery, creating an assumption of safety that the ingredient panel doesn't fully support. The Max Protein designation targets older adults specifically concerned about muscle loss and frailty, appealing to legitimate health concerns while delivering artificial sweeteners and synthetic stabilizers. Abbott's pharmaceutical background creates credibility that makes consumers less likely to question the ingredient choices, assuming that a medical nutrition company would prioritize pure ingredients above all else. However, the sucralose and carrageenan reveal that even pharmaceutical nutrition companies make the same manufacturing compromises as consumer brands, prioritizing shelf stability and production efficiency over ingredient purity. 3. Perk. At number 3, Perk represents a particularly alarming case because the brand appeared on the FDA-posted Lyons Magnus recall list for potential microbial contamination. The FDA recall list includes multiple Perk items with specific identifying information, including codes and dates for affected lots, indicating this wasn't an isolated incident, but rather multiple products across various production runs. Microbial contamination in ready-to-drink protein shakes represents a serious health risk because these products should be commercially sterile, meaning the contamination suggests fundamental failures in manufacturing or quality control. For immunocompromised individuals, older adults, or anyone with underlying health conditions, microbial contamination can cause severe illness requiring hospitalization. What makes the Perk recall particularly troubling is how it exposes the vulnerability in the contract manufacturing system that produces many private label and smaller brand protein shakes. Lyons Magnus manufactured products for numerous brands, meaning a problem at one facility cascaded across multiple product lines sold under different names. Consumers who trusted Perk had no way of knowing their protein shake came from a facility with contamination issues until the recall was announced. The recall highlights that even sealed, shelf-stable products can harbor serious contamination risks when manufacturing controls fail. For anyone who purchased Perk products during the affected time frame, the recall notice specified exactly which codes and dates to check, but many consumers never hear about recalls and may have consumed contaminated products without realizing it. 2. Glucerna. Coming in at number 2, Glucerna holds a particularly troubling position because this Abbott diabetes care product markets specifically to diabetics, creating trust among a vulnerable population actively managing serious health conditions. Specific Glucerna products appeared on the FDA-posted Lyons Magnus recall list for potential microbial contamination, with the recall notice specifying product identifiers, including codes and dates for affected items. The fact that diabetics who are already immunocompromised and at higher risk for infection complications were consuming potentially contaminated nutrition drinks represents a fundamental betrayal of the medical trust that Abbott cultivates. Glucerna's entire marketing strategy revolves around helping diabetics manage blood sugar through specialized nutritional formulations, positioning the product as diabetes management support prescribed by healthcare providers. When products designed for medical nutrition support appear on contamination recall lists, it reveals how even pharmaceutical-backed brands can experience manufacturing failures that put consumers at serious risk. For older adults managing diabetes, Glucerna often represents daily nutrition consumed multiple times per day based on their doctor's recommendation, meaning potential contamination exposure was repeated and ongoing. What makes this recall particularly egregious is that diabetics have fewer margin for error when it comes to infections and complications. Yet the product designed specifically to support their health potentially exposed them to microbial contamination. The recall information included specific identifiers so consumers could check their products, but many diabetics never learned about the recall and continued consuming potentially contaminated Glucerna. 1. Premier Protein. Taking the #1 spot as the most problematic protein shake brand, Premier Protein combines contamination recalls with an ingredient panel loaded with synthetic additives, creating multiple reasons for concern. Premier Nutrition Company expanded a voluntary recall of certain 11-ounce ready-to-drink shakes tied to Lyons Magnus due to potential microbial contamination, with the recall communications referencing organisms that could cause serious illness. The contamination recall is alarming enough, but Premier Protein's regular formulation also includes problematic ingredients that should give consumers pause even without contamination concerns. The ingredient list for their ready-to-drink shake includes sucralose, acetylsulfame potassium, and carrageenan, combining dual artificial sweeteners with an inflammatory stabilizer that appears throughout our list of brands to avoid. What makes Premier Protein particularly concerning is its market dominance, with the brand appearing in virtually every grocery store, warehouse club, and convenience store across America. The widespread availability creates familiarity that many consumers mistake for safety, assuming that such a popular product must be thoroughly vetted and genuinely healthy. Premier Protein targets older adults explicitly with marketing about maintaining muscle mass and supporting active aging, appealing to legitimate concerns while delivering artificial sweeteners and synthetic stabilizers along with the protein. The recall affecting Premier Protein products reveals how even industry-leading brands with massive distribution can experience fundamental manufacturing failures that put consumers at risk. For the millions of Americans who trusted Premier Protein as part of their daily nutrition routine, the combination of contamination recalls and synthetic ingredient load represents a complete failure of the brand's implied promise of supporting health and wellness through convenient protein supplementation. After exposing these 12 brands, hiding contamination risks, and synthetic ingredients behind health claims, you might be wondering if any protein supplement delivers genuinely clean nutrition. Here's the relief you've been waiting for. Not every brand compromises ingredient quality for manufacturing convenience and profit margins. The following 5 brands prove that protein supplementation can be done right, with third-party testing, transparent sourcing, and formulations that prioritize your health over chemical shelf stability. 5 Now Sports Whey Protein. Isolate, starting our safer brands at number 5. Now Sports Whey Protein. Isolate brings the peace of mind that comes from genuine third-party verification. Now Foods states this product is Informed Sport Certified, a designation that requires rigorous testing for banned substances and contamination. The Informed Sport Directory includes the Now Sports Whey Protein Isolate listing, confirming that whey certification isn't just marketing language, but actual verification you can independently verify. What makes Informed Sport certification meaningful is the testing protocol that screens for over 200 banned substances, providing assurance that what's on the label matches what's in the container. For adults over 40 who remember when supplement quality was completely unregulated, third-party certification represents accountability that the industry desperately needed. Now Foods has built a reputation over decades for providing affordable supplements with legitimate quality control, making their whey protein isolate accessible to budget-conscious consumers who still prioritize clean ingredients. The whey protein isolate format provides higher protein concentration with minimal lactose and fat, creating a cleaner nutritional profile than cheaper whey concentrate alternatives. What's particularly reassuring about Now Sports is the company's consistent commitment to testing and transparency across their entire product line, suggesting the quality standards aren't just marketing for one product, but rather company-wide priorities. For anyone seeking verified protein supplementation without pharmaceutical pricing, Now Sports Whey Protein Isolate delivers certified quality at a price point that makes clean protein accessible to everyone. 4. Momentous Essential Whey Protein. At number 4, Momentous Essential. Whey protein demonstrates how serious athletes demand serious testing to ensure clean supplementation. Momentous states this product is both NSF certified for sport and Informed Sport tested, providing dual third-party verification that few brands can match. The Informed Sport Directory includes Momentous listings, confirming their certification status through independent verification. NSF Certified for Sport represents one of the most rigorous supplement testing programs available, with protocols that test every production batch rather than just certifying a formulation once. What makes dual certification particularly valuable is the comprehensive coverage it provides, with NSF and Informed Sport testing complementing each other to screen for contamination, banned substances, and label accuracy. Momentous built their brand serving professional athletes and collegiate programs where supplement purity isn't optional but mandatory, creating testing standards that benefit all consumers regardless of athletic status. For adults over 40 concerned about supplement quality after decades of industry scandals and contamination issues, the dual certification provides peace of mind that your protein powder underwent legitimate third-party scrutiny. The essential whey protein designation suggests the product focuses on pure protein delivery without the added ingredients and flavoring systems that create opportunities for contamination and quality issues. Momentous charges premium prices, but the dual certification and testing rigor justify the cost for consumers who prioritize verified purity over bargain pricing. 3. Garden of Life Sport Certified Grass-Fed. Whey claiming the number 3 position, Garden of Life Sport Certified Grass-Fed. Whey combines third-party testing with ethical sourcing that addresses concerns beyond just contamination. Garden of Life's product page references NSF Certified for Sport, and NSF's listing includes this Garden of Life Sport product as NSF Certified for Sport, providing confirmation through independent verification. The grass-fed designation means the whey protein comes from cows raised on pasture rather than confined feeding operations, creating better animal welfare and potentially better nutritional quality. What makes grass-fed whey particularly appealing to health-conscious consumers is research suggesting grass-fed dairy provides improved omega-3 fatty acid profiles and higher levels of beneficial compounds like conjugated linoleic acid. Garden of Life built their brand on whole food, philosophy and clean ingredients, bringing that same commitment to their sport line designed for athletes and active adults. The NSF Certified for Sport designation requires testing every production batch for over 200 substances, providing ongoing verification rather than one-time certification. For adults over 40 who prioritize both personal health and ethical sourcing, Garden of Life Sport delivers on both values through third-party tested grass-fed whey. The combination of certified testing and pasture-raised sourcing creates premium positioning, but the quality standards justify the investment for consumers who view supplements as long-term health investments rather than commodity purchases. 2. Thorne Whey Protein. Isolate. Coming in at number 2, Thorne Whey Protein. Isolate brings pharmaceutical-grade manufacturing standards to the supplement industry, setting quality benchmarks that few competitors can match. NSF's listing shows the product as NSF Certified for Sport, and Thorne's product page identifies this product as NSF Certified for Sport, providing dual confirmation of the certification status. What sets Thorne apart is the company's relationship with healthcare practitioners, with doctors and functional medicine providers recommending Thorne products specifically because of their manufacturing, rigor, and quality testing. The whey protein isolate format provides the purest protein form available, with minimal lactose, fat, and carbohydrates, creating a clean protein source that isolates the beneficial component without unnecessary additions. Thorne's manufacturing facilities follow good manufacturing practice standards that exceed basic supplement requirements, applying pharmaceutical-level quality control to nutritional products. For adults over 40 working with healthcare providers to address specific health concerns or optimize aging, Thorne represents the supplement quality that medical professionals trust enough to recommend. The NSF Certified for Sport designation confirms that every batch undergoes testing for banned substances and contamination, providing ongoing verification rather than relying on past reputation. What's particularly reassuring about Thorne is the company's willingness to be completely transparent about sourcing, manufacturing, and testing, publishing information that many supplement companies keep proprietary. The premium pricing reflects premium quality, but for consumers who view supplements as medical nutrition rather than commodity products, Thorne delivers pharmaceutical-grade standards that justify the investment. 1. Clean Athlete, Clean Isolate. Taking the top spot as the absolute best protein supplement choice, Clean Athlete, Clean Isolate represents the pinnacle of tested purity and professional-grade supplementation. The product is listed as NSF Certified for Sport, and the brand's product materials also reference NSF Certified for Sport for Clean Isolate, confirming certification through multiple sources. What makes NSF Certified for Sport the gold standard is the comprehensive testing protocol that examines every production batch, not just a sample or formulation, ensuring that the exact product you purchase underwent rigorous verification. Clean Athlete was developed specifically for professional athletes who face career-ending consequences for supplement contamination, creating testing standards that eliminate risk through exhaustive verification. The Clean Isolate formulation focuses purely on whey protein. Isolate without added ingredients, flavorings, or processing that could introduce contamination or reduce quality. For adults over 40 seeking the cleanest possible protein supplementation, Clean Athlete delivers professional athlete-grade purity in a formulation designed for one purpose: clean protein delivery. The NSF Certified for Sport designation requires testing for over 200 banned substances including steroids, stimulants, and contaminants, with standards that exceed typical supplement industry quality control by orders of magnitude. What's particularly valuable about Clean Athlete is the company's exclusive focus on certified products, meaning their entire brand identity revolves around tested purity rather than treating certification as a marketing add-on. The Douglas Laboratories pharmaceutical manufacturing heritage behind Clean Athlete brings medical-grade production standards to sports nutrition, creating reliability that transcends typical supplement quality concerns. While Clean Isolate commands premium pricing, the NSF Certified for Sport testing, pharmaceutical manufacturing, and professional athlete-grade purity deliver verified quality that justifies every dollar for consumers who refuse to compromise on supplement safety. There you have it, 12 protein shake brands hiding contamination risks and synthetic ingredients behind muscle-building promises, plus 5 certified options that actually deliver clean protein you can trust. Before your next supplement purchase, remember that third-party certification like NSF Certified for Sport and Informed Sport represents real verification, not marketing claims. If this video opened your eyes to what's really in those convenient protein shakes, share it with friends and family who deserve to know the truth about their daily nutrition. Thanks for watching, and here's to cleaner, safer protein supplementation that actually supports your health.